Space, the final frontier. Ever since the dawn of mankind, people have looked up to the sun and moon and stars in awe and wonder. While some people use the stars as inspiration for horoscopes, others look up to the sky as places of worship for their celestial beings. However, some people began to wonder, can we one day reach the stars? Today, we'll discuss this question as we explore the space age. The first true rockets were the genius of the Nazi scientists during World War II, who under the engineering of Dr. Wernher von Braun created the V-2 rocket in order to get an upper edge on the Allied forces. When plans were intercepted by the US and Russia during and after the war, scientists began to look to use the rockets to further technology. The space race began on October 4th, 1957, when Russia launched the Sputnik 1, the very first satellite in orbit. It orbited Earth until January 4th, 1958, when it burned in an attempt to re-enter Earth's atmosphere. The round, aluminum, pressurized satellite began what we know today as the space race.
That day challenged us. They put something in orbit, so why couldn't we? So he scrambled, and under Eisenhower put together the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, also known as NASA.
NASA absorbed aspects of numerous American research projects and completely absorbed its predecessor, the National Advisory Committee for Aeronautics. Under the U.S. Army Ballistics Agency, Explorer 1 became the first unmanned satellite for the United States.
Eisenhower wanted me to head the organization that was created under the NASA Act, and I said, why not?
The sudden race to put technology into orbit and beyond threw American culture for a loop. Science fiction received a newfound love in series such as Star Trek and others. New space-age toys were mass-produced to children across the US and the world. The space race had taken the world by storm, not only technologically, in the matter of focus, but economically, as investors saw the opportunities in astronomical opportunities.
Yeah.
We were hooked, man. It was such an exciting time of possibility. What more could we do? What can we find out there?
Throughout the 60s, NASA and its smaller affiliates rushed to get ahead of Russia. NASA's programs of the day included the Explorer satellites, Gemini program, Project Mercury, and most famous, the Apollo program. NASA's hard work finally paid off when on July 20th, 1969, Neil Armstrong, after working with NACA and NASA for 14 years, is the first man to land on the moon. The Apollo 11, containing Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, and Michael Collins, allowed America to finally pull ahead and to win the space race. While the space age itself ended in 1975, the fascination with space as a whole in American society did not. Hollywood capitalized on this interest with the Star Wars saga, as well as Spaceballs and other movies. It leaked into games of the 80s, such as Galaga, and even today, Star Wars is a famous icon of science fiction and the possibilities of space. However, the space age also gave rise to conspiracy. Conspiracy theorists picked apart the moon landings and called them fake. The areas used to secretly and openly conduct research were now alien embassies. Even today, many conspiracy theorists have a wide array of tinfoil hats to wear when the aliens may one day invade. While we may not see it, the effects of the space age, and more primarily the space race, still affect us to this day. The satellites above give us accurate weather reports, detailed GPS location, and fast internet through our phones. And additionally, thanks to the contributions of NASA and other developing space programs around the world, we have had the opportunity to explore more of the universe than we have our own bottom of the ocean. I'm Linus Langley, and thank you for watching.